And so think of this in terms of your vendors, your partners, your customers, your client base, or even your employees when they've been through a tough time. As a leadership team, we chose to spend the first year to do nothing but give. We just gave. We gave royalty relief. We gave remodel incentives. We went in and gave pats on the back and extra support and extra training. We gave and gave and gave because that relationship bucket, that confidence bucket had been totally drained. And it was our job to fill it back up. Because if we didn't fill it back up, who would? And the answer is probably no one. And if we didn't do it right away, how long would it take for them to get that mojo back? And probably too long. So we focused on giving. And then at every opportunity, we focused on small wins, whether it was one product that they executed right. And I will tell you, there were some visits with franchise partners and license partners and manufacturers where I struggled to find anything good. But I made my life depend on it. Before I leave this building, and by the way, this was the culture of our entire team, I will find something good. I don't care if it's, well, all your lights are on. Great job. You gotta find a win. And then over time, people start to feel not as beat up. They start to believe that we're simply shoulder to shoulder moving through coaching and challenges and improvement and evolution of the brand, not nose to nose debating, I'm right, you're wrong, I'm good, you're bad. And too many leaders are not sensitive enough to that. So celebrating small wins along the way. The next thing we did was focused on the power of what's possible. So I had 75% of my franchise system 4 years ago telling me all the reasons they couldn't invest capital, all the reasons that they needed to keep their prices insanely high because they were trying to compensate for lack of traffic, which creates what I affectionately like to call the toilet bowl effect. You keep raising prices, and then fewer people buy, and the people that still love you buy more often, and eventually you close your business. I had a ton of constituents telling me all the reasons they couldn't do things, and so I found those little tiny gems in the system, not because I said what's right, but I would find someone who gave evidence to what's possible. And so that accomplishes two things. One, it elevates and celebrates people who are doing the right thing in your organization. And this can be true for business units, franchisees, or employees. Even if you only have 3 employees in your company, maybe one of them is an example of what the other one can learn from, as opposed to simply debating or training or holding someone to a book or a standard. You point to what's possible.